So that sort of brings me to the software solution. And obviously that's Link My Books. So what Link My Books does is it sits in between your sales channels like Shopify, Amazon, Etsy, and eBay. And we've also added Walmart, and we're very close to adding TikTok Shop for UK users as well. And then on the other side, you've got Intuit, QuickBooks, and Xero. So effectively how this works is every time you receive a payout from a sales channel, i.e. Amazon, eBay, Shopify, whoever it is, we gather that information as to what the payout was made up of. So all the different sales, all the refunds, all the transactions that made up that payout, and we create a summary entry, which can then be posted across to your bookkeeping system. And so there's two ways to post them. You can either, in that action menu on the top right-hand side, you can send them one by one. So if you just start your account, that's how the default behavior is. You come in, you'll see all your settlements imported for the last 90 days. We import the last 90 days worth during the free trial. And then you can choose which ones you want to send across to your bookkeeping system. But what most people will do once they're set up and they're happy with it is they'll just turn on auto posting, which means that you get a payment from Amazon or from whoever, and we process it and we post it across to your bookkeeping system. Now, inside those individual entries, so if we take that top one there, for example, £10,000 received from Amazon UK, we go into that one, and that one shows all the different sales. So sales inside the UK and sales outside the UK. So we've got sales by destination, refunds by destination. We've got the fees broken down by type, and all the taxes have been automatically assigned. So what you end up with is a really clean entry in your bookkeeping system, which is breaking down what each of your payouts is. And the reason that that is good and really helpful to you is because it means that when you get to Xero or QuickBooks, your action looks like this. So you see the payments coming in on the left-hand side, and then you see a corresponding invoice that matches automatically with the payment coming in from the bank. And all you literally do is click OK in the middle, and that's it. So instead of spending 6 hours a month, you're now doing 25 clicks. How long does that take you? 25 seconds. So you've saved 5 hours, 59 minutes, and 35 seconds. Now, if we go back a slide and we look at this again, so it's obviously really nice that it reconciles off nice and easily, and you don't have to worry about control accounts or balances sitting everywhere in your accounts anymore. You'll have a payment in from the bank. You'll have a corresponding invoice from Link My Books every time. But the real important bit is the taxes. So this is an example of a UK one. So from a UK business point of view, sales are treated differently whether they go inside the UK or outside the UK. And there's different tax rates on fees as well. And we separate all that out automatically. So you end up with a nice clean entry, but it's accurate, and you pay the exact right amount of tax every single time. And for Australian sellers, it's the same. You've got sales inside Australia, sales outside Australia, and the different fees have different taxes. And then for US sellers, you've got sales taxes separated out, and any sales tax that has been collected by the marketplace, that's also separated out. So everything is being handled inside these summary entries, and it is then posted across to your bookkeeping system. So as I said, your only job is to go through and click to say, yes, these are the payments that I've received, and these are the invoices that have been matched up. And so that's basically what Link My Books does in a nutshell, is we take away the pain of spending hours and hours doing your bookkeeping, and we make it as simple as a few clicks, and that's it.
So, man, we're going to have the trial, as we see here on the screen, free trial of Link My Books in the description of the video, or if it's going to be on my blog, then it's going to be somewhere around the blog. And also there's an option to book a demo call, man.
Yeah, exactly. So we offer a 14-day free trial, and you can do that at linkmybooks.com/Vova, or you can book a one-to-one demo call. So we actually have in-house 5 qualified accountants who work in our support team, who really know what they're talking about in terms of e-commerce accounting, and also really understand Link My Books. Some of them have been with us for like 3 years now. And so you can actually book a call directly with them, and you can have a one-to-one Google Meet. You can connect your accounts up. You can set them up with them on the call so that you know that everything is absolutely perfect, and you can migrate across from however you were doing this before.
So, yeah, I understand, man. So kind of answered my question where I wanted to ask you, like, about the process of like onboarding with Link My Books. So for example, a new seller is now interested and he's like, okay, I want to try. So let's say they take the free trial. What should they bring with them? Kind of what can we do to make this simple for you and for us?
I think if they went in and just started a free trial, then basically the steps are the system will prompt them to connect up their sales channels. connect their bookkeeping system, and then we take them through a guided setup wizard. So we basically take them through and say, like, we already know a lot about their business because we detect that from their Xero or QuickBook account. So we'll take them down a specific route. So US sellers go down one route, UK sellers go down a different route, Australian sellers go down a different route, and we'll basically suggest a setup. So we say, these are the accounts we suggest you use. These are the tax rates we suggest you use. If they accept those, that's it. Their account is set up. It's really not too complicated. The people who book the demo calls tend to be people who have a more complicated setup, or they're moving from a different solution, or their accountant wants to know more information first, but we are open to doing that. But probably 80% of our customers just come in, take a trial, set it up themselves, and then they just subscribe and they're happy with it.
Nice, man. And is it, because you mentioned United States, United Kingdom, and Australia? What about other countries? Let's say people from Pakistan, from Norway, I don't know, like anywhere.
We do work with every country. It's just that our main three markets are US, UK, Australia. We support anyone who has a Xero or QuickBooks account. Effectively, it doesn't matter what region that's in. We work with any Xero QuickBooks account, and we work with any region of Amazon as well. So all Amazon marketplaces are supported. You can connect up all your different sales channels. So there's no restrictions. The only difference is that during the setup wizard, we give sort of suggested tax rates for UK, Australia, and USA. But for anyone else, they fall down what we call the rest of world path. And then they have to choose their own tax rates, because obviously for us to suggest them, we have had to do a lot of research. And for us to do research into every single country in the world would be very, very time consuming. So as long as they are happy setting up their own tax rates, otherwise they can get in touch with us and we can work with them to try and work out what the best way to do it is. But that's the only difference. It works for every country.
Nice, man. So I'll remind our listeners, viewers, we have the link for the free trial in the description. It's an affiliate link. It means that if you ever do business with My Books and Daniel, I'm going to get a little commission from that. No extra cost to you, but in this way, it's possible to support this free project that I've been creating for like 4 years already. Daniel, I wanted to ask you, man, let's touch on the pricing of My Books. So maybe there's a bigger seller watching, maybe a beginner seller who's just trying to make it right. Can we look at the pricing and just understand how it works, and maybe the viewers will understand what's the best one for them?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just pull up linkmybooks.com/pricing. So it's going to show me in pounds because I'm located in the UK, but I can, we do have pricing in dollars and also in Australian dollars as well. So it's just whatever the exchange rate is, it's roughly that sort of thing. So you can just take that with a pinch of salt. But for UK sellers, it's starts at £13 a month. That includes up to 200 orders and one sales channel. So if you're selling as a pretty new seller, you're doing less than 200 orders a month, and you're only selling on Amazon, for example, then that would be £13 a month. If you were selling on Amazon and you also sold on Shopify, then that would be 2 channels. Then you would need to move across to the Pro version, which includes up to 5 channels and still the 200 orders. And then the other way is just depends on how many orders you have.
Okay.
So if you go over 200 orders up to 1,000, that would be £26. Up to 5,000 orders would be 39, 10,000, 65, 89, 115, until eventually, this is normally what our accountant packages stand on the enterprise level. So £249. That includes 250,000 orders to share between all their clients that they have. They get the first 10 sales channels included, and then every sales channel after that is a flat rate, £11. That's what mainly accountants are using. But our most popular plan is this one here, which is between 1,000 and 5,000 orders. And they've got normally between 3 and 5 sales channels. So they're selling on Amazon and on eBay and on Etsy, etc. And that's £49 a month.
What's the historical data? I have 3 months, 12 months, 24 months. What does it mean?
Is what that means is effectively, as part of the free trial, we'll download the last 3 months of historical data. So we'll bring in all of your payouts from the last 3 months for those channels. And then you can choose which ones you want to send across to your bookkeeping system. But if you want to go back further, so say you haven't done any bookkeeping, or you realize when you post them 3 months across that, actually, I've been doing this wrong, I want to replace everything that I've got, which is pretty common. We get a lot of people who want to do that, because obviously if you get it right, you'll pay the correct amount of tax, which is often less than what you've accounted for previously doing it yourself. So we can actually go back up to 2 years. So the Pro plans come with 12 months. The premium plans come with 24 months historical data allowance. So you can go back up to 2 years. Even if you're on the light plans, for example, and you've only got 3 months included, we actually do sell like one-off packages as well. So for £49 one-off, you can get 12 months history. And for £99 one-off, you can get 24 months history, but stay on the light plan. So you don't have to pay the extra cost every single month if you've only got one sales channel. So you can get in touch with the support team and they can arrange those extra historical allowances as well.
Nice, man. And also I see we can pay monthly or yearly. So monthly is going to be per month, or yearly is one payment and saves us 2 months, I understand, right?
Yeah, exactly. So monthly for this example is £39 and yearly is 390. So you end up saving 2 payments. So it's about whatever that is, 22% or so, or 19%. I can't remember exactly what it is. But yeah, you save 2 months basically.
So again, a reminder to our viewers, listeners, the link to Link My Books is in the description. Get a free trial, try it out, read the pricing page, see where you're standing right now, what's your amount of orders, what's the right plan for you, and do the free trial. What's like included in the free trial? So is there onboarding with the free trial? Can we get help even with a free trial with onboarding, man?
Yeah, absolutely. So when you come into the site and you start a free trial, so let's just say, for example, we were coming across to Link My Books, it would look a bit like this. You would say get started for free. You pop in your email address, you sign in with your Xero or QuickBooks account, just so you don't have to have any usernames and passwords. And then you will be able to connect up your sales channel, connect up your bookkeeping account. And at that point, you can reach out to the support team. At the bottom right-hand side of every page is this little drop-down. So you can actually search our help documents, you can send a message to the team, and you can also book a one-to-one meeting through the support team as well.
Nice, man. So again, all the links are in the description.